We have some life-changing news to share with you.
We're moving to Mexico.
We are moving to Mexico. We are selling all our stuff. We're selling our car, we're selling our house, we're packing up the kids, and we are moving to Mexico.
So why leave?
Despite being happy and despite having checked off all the life milestones that 30-somethings are supposed to have, we felt like there was something missing. This settled down life is great and everything, but can we really see ourselves living this life in 5 years, 10 years, 25 years? And I think the clear answer to that was no. We weren't ready to settle down yet, I guess, basically. I mean, we're happy with each other, we're happy with the family life, but I think the piece that was kind of off was just, having a mortgage and then just, working to pay it off.
It's always an important question to ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? A couple years into COVID and the mandates, with everything going on, it just made us really reflect. An important question we asked ourselves is this what we want? We are working from home, which is great, but we're working hard to essentially pay off things that we have, and we're missing out on a lot of things that we want.
The reasons that we wanted to live downtown, the reasons why we moved here in the first place and bought a house where, we love just being able to walk around and, go out to restaurants and try different things, and just the walkability to different resources like gyms and that type of thing. And for the last couple years, basically since we moved into our home, those were not available. So we have this beautiful home that we love. We have to ask ourselves, is it worth all the work that we're doing to be able to afford it if we're not really enjoying it, if the reasons why we moved into here in the first place aren't here anymore. So yeah, it just started like a little bit of a reflection on that. Ultimately, we decided like what we're really, really missing is the things that we felt when we were living abroad. So we had to dig deep and ask ourselves, what life do we want to live? And what life do we want for our children? And so we look back at the times that we felt the most, not just happy, but energized and
motivated,
free. And those were the times that we were living abroad. And I think it's important to note that those are the times that we were living abroad, not just the times that we were traveling, but when we had a set up routine, a job, we were living a local life in just a different space. We just felt good, and it felt like we were being real with ourselves. And so of course, no place is perfect. And with any living abroad experience, there's going to be things that you absolutely love and you wish you could take back home with you, and then there's going to be things that you could really do without. So we had to kind of list those things and try and decide what place could we think of that might have most, if not all, of the things that we really, really want or must have.
So that type of energy that we felt while we were traveling, while we were living abroad, is something that we want to instill in our children as well. Share those experiences with them. What better country to do it in than a country that has beautiful weather?
The food, I think everyone knows about the food. It's delicious. Fresh, local produce all year round. We want to live in a coastal city, so we'll have the beach, we'll have the hot weather, a low cost of living, rich culture and traditions.
And a language that we love, which is Spanish.
And we want our kids to be able to speak it as well.
So we decided on Mexico.
We would probably be looking for a smaller-ish city that has walkability, that we don't need to rely on our car all the time.
Job opportunities as well.
I think as we mentioned, just during the lockdown, we were both working from home remotely, and that's really opened our eyes to possibilities of, continuing just finding jobs that we can do remote. I think something that we learned from that experience was just as challenging as it was in certain moments to be working at home with each other and a child and now children. We love being at home with each other and our kids all day, being able to spend time with each other, to not have to on top of a full workday, add in transit or driving, daycare drop-offs, that we actually are just home together, enjoying each other's company and also working. So I think we kind of wanted to keep that going wherever we were.
We'll definitely touch a lot more on everything that made us decide on Mexico specifically, especially since, you know, we're literally selling everything we have, packing the car, taking the kids, might leave one, and moving to Mexico. So I hope you guys want to follow us on this journey. You know, click that like button, and if you want to follow the channel, it'll mean the world to us. Muchas gracias. Peace. So we're packing up the kids, tossing them in the car, and getting the out of here.